Gus, are you at work today? It doesn't look like Chantel's home either.
Yes, I'm at work today, Tia. Chantel's gone out for ice cream cake with her friends.
Ice cream cake? That's a little fancy for a 10-year-old. Does she even have the money for that?
I'm giving her a monthly allowance. Did you just wake up, Tia?
Is there anything to eat at home? I'm hungry.
There's sandwiches in the fridge.
Yay! Ugh! There's lettuce in these. I hate lettuce.
You're always drinking and not getting vitamins. Having some lettuce isn't going to kill you.
Anything green is disgusting. I can't stomach it. Isn't there anything else?
I made some pumpkin soup and a spinach salad.
Oh, what is with this bland menu? It's all stuff an old granny would make. Don't you have something a little heartier? Like beef or fried chicken?
I make it all on my days off. After I come home from work, I'm too tired to make anything that takes too much time.
You should do it. For me. You're the pillar that supports the family. I want things like cheesy pasta bakes or omelets.
Don't be so fussy like a kid. Chantel's so much more mature. She'll eat anything without complaining.
I'm tired from work. I want to eat something rich after a hard day of earning money.
Maybe your sense of taste is dulled from all the booze you drink at night.
What, are you trying to insult me?
Didn't you say you'd stop working your night job once we got married? You always work night shifts, so you barely get to spend time with the family. Sometimes you bring customers from your job in front of the house after work. It's a bad influence on Chantel. So honestly, I'd prefer you stop.
Are you saying that I should stop working at the gentleman's club? You're discriminating me for my job.
I don't have any prejudice against that kind of work. Before we got married, I went to gentlemen's clubs and had a good time. I liked the people who worked there too.
You know that my work is everything to me. Do you realize how hard it is to maintain #1 popularity at an old establishment like mine?
It's just that you have said you would quit, but you haven't. It's not a good career choice for the long term. You can't do this forever.
See, you do have prejudice against this line of work.
Fine, I won't tell you to quit. But you should make an effort to spend a little more time with Chantel. You almost never go to her school events. I'm sure she's sad that you're not there for her.
Oh, but I can't be bothered. I sleep in the afternoon. You always go instead of me, Gus. I don't think I need to go.
But I think Chantel would prefer you over me. I don't think she's completely used to me yet. She hasn't really accepted me as her new father yet.
That's not true. She's had enough time to get used to you. It's been 5 years since we got married.
But Chantel's never called me Dad, not even once. I just don't think she feels completely comfortable around me. I think her real mother would be better.
Are you sure?
Next week, Chantel has her school play. You have to go.
I know.
Are you sure it's okay? I'm worried.
I made a promise to Chantel. Even I wouldn't be mean enough to break a promise to my child.
If you say so. Just don't disappoint Chantel.
Gus, what should I do?
What's up, Chantel? It's your school play today, right? Are you still at home?
Mom won't wake up. I won't make it to the play at this rate.
Oh no. Did you try talking to her loudly? Or shaking her?
I tried shaking her, but she won't wake up. It seems like she's drunk. Oh, she smells like booze. Even if she wakes up, we might not make it in time.
What time do you have to be there?
I have to be there by 9:30.
There's not much time. It might be difficult for Mom to make it. Why don't you just go take the school bus on your own for now?
Then I won't go to the play.
Huh? Why? It'd be a shame to miss it. You practice so hard, so let's go. You want to get on stage with your friends, right?
But I don't want to go alone. My friends will all have their families with them. I don't want to be the only one alone.
I see the problem now. I guess that makes sense. Then I'll go.
But you're busy at work today, aren't you?
I'll make it work. I'll just get them to let me out for the school play.
Are you sure you can do that?
Just a few hours will be fine. I'll go pick you up now, so get ready and wait for me.
You don't have to do all this for me, Gus.
It's not a big deal. It's fine, so just wait there at home.
Okay, got it. I'll be waiting.
I'm sorry I left without saying goodbye, Chantel. I had to get back to work. I was really moved by the finale, where everyone sang together.
You were crying, weren't you, Gus? I could see you.
Oh, you saw. How embarrassing. Are you still at school?
Yeah, I was talking to my friends.
Just get back home before dark.
Okay. I know you were busy with work, but you still came. Thank you for coming to see my play.
No problem. Honestly, I wanted to go see your school play anyway. It was last minute, but I'm glad I went.
I'm glad I went too. We all made posters together for the play, for memories.
That sounds nice. Do you want to go out for dinner to celebrate your play's success? Oh, but I guess Mom can't go.
I want to go. It's okay if Mom's not there. Well, let's just go with the two of us, Gus.
Are you sure?
Yep. Hey, Gus, there's something I want to tell you.
What is it, Chantel?
I know you're always careful about trying to include Mom in things, but I don't mind if Mom's not around. It's okay with just you and me, Gus.
Really? Don't you feel more comfortable around Mom?
Not really. I used to really like being around Mom before, but now I'm not so sure. Mom's always drunk. It just doesn't seem to care about me from what she says. I don't like her that much. And these days, I often see Mom walking around with some man I don't know. I really don't like that.
Those are customers from Mom's work. I do tell her that she should probably quit and find another job.
No, that's not it.
Huh?
I'm saying that it's not a customer. Because Mom and that man were kissing.
What? Kissing? When? Where?
About 2 weeks ago. When I left the house for school, I saw Mom kissing this man I didn't know. Oh, it was so gross.
I see. You really did see something gross. I'll warn Mom about that.
Then, will you divorce Mom, Gus?
I don't know that until I speak to her first.
If you two get divorced, I want to stay with you, Gus.
Really? Me? Is it really okay? I'm not your real dad.
But I think you're more of a parent to me than Mom is, Gus. You work, but you still do the cooking, the laundry, and the cleaning. You always remember when my school events are, too. So, I just want to say, thank you for supporting me through 5 years of school, Dad.
Dad? You're really okay with calling me that?
Calling you Dad feels right. You don't like it?
Of course I like it. I'm so touched.
Are you crying? You cry all the time.
I'm just really happy. This is the first time you've called me Dad, Chantel.
You're so happy that you're crying?
I've been trying my best with you for these last 5 years, but I wasn't sure if you felt close enough to me to consider me your parent. I'm so happy that you called me Dad. But you don't have to call me that just to be nice.
I'm not just being nice. I told you, right? Calling you Dad feels right.
Right. Anyway, I'm happy. Thank you, Chantel.
Hey, Dad. Why don't you just do what you want from now on?
What I want?
You're always just tolerating everything. Mom's always pushing the housework onto you, isn't she? And you can always abandon me if it's getting too much.
I've never thought about abandoning you, Chantel. And I never want to leave you.
But what about Mom?
Not sure right now.
You don't have to keep putting up with it. You don't have to work hard for her anymore.
Chantel, are you serious about wanting to live with me?
If I can, I'd like to.
Will you be happy without Mom?
I think so. Maybe I'd be happier without her.
All right. I'll think of the best way for you and me to be happy, Chantel.
Will I be able to stay with you, Dad? Please don't go anywhere. I don't want to be alone with Mom.
Yes, you'll be all right. I won't leave you, Chantel. Are you going to work now, Tia? Seems like you slept really well.
Yep, I overslept. Thanks for going to the school play. I'm really happy you were there instead for me, Gus.
I'm really glad I could go too. Now I'm going to draw the curtains on you.
Huh?
After the play, I had a chat with Chantel. She said I could do what I want. She noticed that I was just tolerating you.
What are you talking about? Tolerating? What about me exactly?
Everything. You always work nights and you don't contribute that much money. You leave all the housework and parenting to me, but you always complain. But if we divorce, Chantel will be stuck living with you.
What? Divorce?
That's why I hesitated about divorce, because I wouldn't want Chantel to suffer.
Exactly. Don't start saying such stupid things like divorce.
But Chantel said that if we divorced, she'd stay with me. She finally recognized me as her father. So now, I won't have any reservations about divorcing you.
Is that really true? She always just called you Gus. She treated you like a stepfather that she wasn't close to, rather than her father.
After the play, she called me Dad for the first time. Chantel said it's fine if I divorce you, and that she wants to live with me if we get divorced.
I'm Chantel's biological mother. There's no way she would say that she wants to leave me.
Chantel really didn't seem to hesitate about leaving you. You're not at home most of the time, so your absence probably wouldn't make much difference.
That's ridiculous. I'm working.
But I pay almost all of our living expenses. I do most of the housework and the parenting of Chantel. And there's something else you did that really disappointed her. Your embarrassing behavior made her feel even more distant from you.
You mean when I come back in the morning? I can't help it. It's that kind of job. Drinking to socialize is part of the job, too.
No, not that. You always bring customers in front of our house, right? I told you to stop that so many times.
Are you both angry at me about that? I have to treat customers special for my work. As a former customer, you get it, right?
Are they all really customers? Chantel says she saw you kissing a strange man in front of the house once.
What? How can you believe that's true? Seriously. You know kids and their imaginations.
I asked Chantel to describe the man she saw. He was a tall, pale man with a tiger tattoo on his arm. There was someone I knew who fit that description. The owner of your establishment goes out with that man, doesn't she?
No, this is all wrong. I wouldn't mess about with the owner's man.
That's true. If you were to do such a thing, you'd be in real trouble. If the owner found out, you'd be fired immediately.
Yes, I already know that. But I've been at that establishment for 20 years. I'm supporting that place with my popularity, so she can't fire me.
Oh no, she would. Any other employees encroaching on her man weren't so lucky. She was really ruthless when she dealt with them.
But I don't know what you're talking about anyway. I'm not cheating on you.
I've already told the owner about this.
What? What the hell are you doing?
She flew into a rage and grabbed her boyfriend's phone, then checked the contents. Then she found tons of evidence on his affair with you.
That's a lie. That's all made up.
It looked like you guys are real close. I had a little look at the text history, too. I felt sick. I bet that's how Chantel felt, too.
Did the owner say anything about me?
She said she was going to fire you. She doesn't care if you're the most popular worker. She said she won't forgive anyone who gets involved with her man.
Are you kidding? That's no good. I've been working at the same establishment for 20 years. Who else would even hire me? I'm too old to get hired new in this line of work.
Don't you have some connections from working in this town for 20 years at a gentleman's club? Your job is everything to you, right? Then you'll do everything you can to continue doing it.
Shut up. In our current economy, nobody's hiring.
There was no guarantee that your establishment was going to be open forever. It really wasn't a stable job. You should have changed jobs before.
Oh, don't say that to me just now.
Just now? I've been telling you so many times. But you didn't take me seriously at all.
I didn't think this would happen.
Then you were way too optimistic of the future for your own good.
Oh, don't say that you'll divorce me. Don't abandon me.
You also didn't seem to care about your responsibility to take care of Chantel. I'm sorry, but her and I have made up our minds.
We want to start a new life with the two of us. So like I said, we're drawing the curtains on you.
Oh, don't do this to me. Please.
Why don't you change jobs and your lifestyle? You should draw the curtains on your past self as well. After that, Tia hurried to her establishment to make excuses to the owner for the affair. But the owner didn't want to hear any of it, so she fired her anyway. The owner has been working in this industry for over 40 years, so she has a lot of influence in this town. It looks like Tia couldn't get hired in any establishment around as a result. She even tried some new places that the owner didn't have any influence over, but she was declined from them because of her age. She had no choice but to give up her night job and start working at Walmart. It sounds like she's just been scraping by, and with a job that she's not used to. Of course, our divorce went through. I thought it might be difficult to get custody of Chantel because we're not related in blood. But Tia quickly agreed to our negotiation, where I would get custody if she didn't have to pay child support. Chantel and I are getting along well without ever fighting. No matter how busy work gets, I always try to go to her school events. I'm doing my best to make Chantel happy. I want to give her the best life that I can,